Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Check. We have two rye whiskeys. This is Old Overholt Straight Rye Whiskey, non-chill filtered, 86 proof, introduced in Pennsylvania in 1810. Well, the brand, the company, Overholt Distilling, but production has been moved to Kentucky since it's been bought out. And this is the new, apparently 2020 recipe. The old recipe was 80 proof, chill filtered. This is 86 proof, non-chill filtered, aged 3 years. Says that somewhere on here, 3 years old. So they changed it. Here is Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye, straight rye whiskey, 70% rye. Now, I think the old Overholt is 51%, the minimum, but they don't disclose it. Rye grain, mellowed in sugar maple charcoal, matured in the barrels. '90 proof. Don't see an age statement. Let's update this. Age 3 years, yeah, no age statement. Which means it's a minimum of 4 years. Has to be 2 years aged to be a straight rye. However, if you don't put an age statement, which is fine, don't put an age statement. It has to be at least 4 years old. All right. Introduced 2017. Old Overholt, like I said, 1810, but different. Wasn't the same formula, but OR Overholt rye. Used to be 90. Used to be 100 proof, 100 proof, 100 proof. If you look at all the old ads, now it's 86. But I can go to Dorgnac's and get the old Overholt bottled in bond, 100 proof. Yep, and it says it in red, bottled in bond, 100 proof. I would like to get that. Don't know when, because I've got other ryes to check out, including Crown Royal Northern Harvest rye, and I believe that's 90% rye. Or is it 100%? Well, I gotta check. I don't think it's 100%. It's high. It's a high level of rye. Okay. Poured a little bit too much Overholt. This is the problem with these. I'll pour a little bit and it'll be off, and then more, and then more, then more, then more, then more, then more, then more. Pretty soon I'm saying, where do I go? Who do I turn to? Now, I got a great deal on this. This is a half-size bottle, okay? But I bought 2 halves to make a whole, right? 50 and 50 makes 100. And they cost $5.99 a bottle. So it's $11.98 for a regular bottle. $11.98. That's unheard of. That nobody's getting it for $11.98 a bottle. But I did at you know where, anyone, Savannah discount. Old Overholt. Bought this at Walmart, $15.98. $15.98 at Walmart. Okay. Did a solo review. I already posted that, I believe. No drips yet, no alcohol legs yet. Oh, they're starting to develop. They're starting to develop. Well, you can see the Jack Daniel's is much darker. There's the newspaper running late. This is copper, or I should say, yeah, it's copper, like a copper water pipe. And this is just gold. Copper and gold. Copper and gold. All right. So I can't look. 86 proof versus 90 proof. That's a 4 proof difference. 43% alcohol versus 45. So a 2% ABV difference. Is that going to matter a whole lot? 2%, 43% alcohol versus 45. I don't know. It'd be like having a 4.4% alcohol beer and going against a 4.3. You're going to probably have to use different tools to differentiate them besides the alcohol level. Now, if we were going 45% alcohol versus 40, 90 to 80 proof, yeah, it might make a difference. Might make a difference. Non-chill filtered. Non-chill filtered for the old Overholt. I don't know about Jack Daniels. It doesn't state that, so I guess it's chill filter. Will that make a difference? I doubt it. 3-year age versus 4-year age or more. Will that make a difference? This I do not know, but we're about to find out. So what's the normal Jack Daniels rye, Tennessee rye? Not $11.98. Oh, you'd be lucky if you find it for $18. But let's lowball it to be nice and say you can get it for $18. I don't really think you can, but let's just say you can. Even though I know you can't, more than likely. Just check Total Wine and More and Walmart website. You're going to see it's not. I mean, you could shop around and then waste all kind of time looking for an $18 bottle. Old Overholt, I know exactly what that costs. It's right there at Walmart. It's $15.98. It was $15.98 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, and then last year, and now this year. It never changed. The price never changed. The price never changed. Now, I couldn't understand why they had black caps and red caps. I went there last year, 2020, during the scamdemic, and I went in there and I said, oh, look, they updated the label. They got black caps and red caps. I knew the red were newer, so I figured I'll get the newer bottle. Never realized they changed the recipe from 80 proof to 86, from chill filtered to non-chill filtered. I went back to get the old recipe because I wanted to compare and contrast. Gone. Went to the other store. Gone. Went to the other store. Gone. I say, well, too bad for me. Then my friend David called me. Rouse got one bottle left. I said, what's the price? $16.99. Not the best price because it's $1 more than Walmart. But since I can't get it, I said, go ahead, go. I say, pull the trigger, pull the lever, press the button, skip the rope. All right. Chop the tree, row the boat. Look at me. All right. So here we go. Okay, nice, rich whiskey saturated oak. Smells like Tennessee. Yeah. Not as rich. And I don't pick up the whiskey saturated oak. Just off this short aroma test, I think this is the old Overholt. Strange name. Well, that's the name of the guy that started the company, Mr. Overholt. Then he got penniless and down and out. He changed his name to Underholt. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Overholt. It reminds me of overpass and underpass. See, in Louisiana, the road that goes under the bridge is an underpass. The one that goes over the other road is the overpass. But in other states, they call it a viaduct. Viaduct. It has no meaning in Louisiana. No one uses that term. In fact, when I went to another state once on a road trip, I said, what is a viaduct? Thought it was some kind of air conditioning, you know what I mean? Air duct, air passage component. They have freeways in California. Here we have expressways. So they call it expressway. And nobody says turnpike around here because there's no such thing. You say, well, they got toll roads. They really, kind of don't have toll roads around here. There's some toll bridges, but there are no toll roads. There are no toll roads. Okay, taste. And no windmills, thankfully. Okay, strong, robust, burny. It burns. It burns. It burns. This is regular old tap water. It burns, but not the whiskey doesn't burn, but rather the 90 proof burns, you see. It's just burning by virtue of the strong alcohol level, the relatively strong alcohol level. You see. Oh, my Gilligan. Well, this one is smoother, peppery, like a rye bread. Oh, let's go eat a Reuben sandwich with kosher pickles and some potato chips. Shall we? It's mild and mellow. Body's medium. Medium, moderate, middle range finish. Well, they're both very good. So on flavor, it's a tie. They're both equally enjoyable. So if we take that into account, what does that mean? You know what it means? It means that old Overholt wins. Why? Why? You just said they were even. I know. But the old Overholt is cheaper. And if I get two rye, and I like rye whiskey more than bourbon, yeah, that got me kicked out. See that? Me just saying it got me kicked out of about 3 Facebook groups just now. Some people just lost their luggage over that statement. You are not allowed to like rye whiskey more than bourbon. You cannot do that. Only the cool people, you can't be a cool person if you don't like bourbon the best. Well, I'm not cool, okay? I'm just a fool. For the city. I just soon save $3 or $4 or $5, tell you the truth. So I'm gonna go and say the old Overhaul is a winner. Is it a better flavor? No. Is it a nicer product overall? No, I wouldn't say that. Nope, they're both well made. They're both very nice. Red beans and rice, they're very nice. Heat order twice. But I have to be honest. Well, I don't have to be, of course, but I want to be honest. So it's just a better value when you buy Coronet. Okay, so would I recommend the Jack Daniel's rye? I certainly would. Would I buy it again? I certainly would, in theory. It's a beautiful bottle design. It's a beautiful label. It's well made. People at Jack Daniel's know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. It's Jack Daniel's, the whipping boy of bourbon. You say, it's not bourbon, it's Tennessee whiskey. Oh, not that again. Yes, it is the whipping boy and Jim Beam. Why? Because they're big. They're owned by big companies. People are jealous. I know you're jealous. And that's how people get attention, by going around talking about how they hate Jack Daniels. And then they get all their bros to give them a thumbs up. Old Overhaul. It's not a whipping boy because nobody even pays any mind to it. Like, a lot of people don't even know it exists. There's no website. There's no TV commercials. You living your life like it's one big commercial. So be true to yourself and you will never fall. Look, let me be frank. You say, oh no, not Amy Winehouse. No, look. It doesn't have to get a lot of big advertising attention. It doesn't have to be from a big company. It doesn't have to be a spectacular looking bottle. It can be really good. Me and James P. Madonna were talking about that last night. They got a lot of obscure rums, obscure whiskeys, obscure brandies, because everything can't be famous. You say, what about if it's almost famous? Well, could be that, but it can still be very good. And some of them are very inexpensive. Oh yeah. Now, what's coming up next? I think I'll do the Sazerac. How about that? Does that sound good? Because I can get some Sazerac so cheap. And I watch these videos where people are saying, man, I had to pay $35 or even more for Sazerac rye, baby Saz, because there's a higher proof and a longer age one that nobody ever sees, including myself. But we get it for $17.99 in New Orleans area, southeastern Louisiana. True story. I'm not lying. True story. $17.99. $17.99. There was a price war. Everybody was competing, and their price kept dropping. It was $20.99, and people were running to buy it. Then $19, and then $18. Now $17.99. It's like a price war. A price war. I'm gonna get Klaus and Ami to sing. All right. You say, no, get the Voidoids to do. Okay, I'll call them. Anyway, I'm going to say, without a whole lot of confidence, honestly, I'm going to say this is the Jack Daniels. And if it says OR, then I'm going to know I'm VW, very wrong. I thought wrong was spelled with an R. I mean, it is spelled with an R, but it doesn't start with an R. All right, here we go. Calm down. Calm down. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Never question my rye expertise or my luck. Old Overholt rye, OR. Oh, yeah, OR. They sent me to the OR. You say the OR? What's that? It's the operating room. All right. The Jack Daniel's a little stronger. But I'm going to tell you, these are so close. But it's got a little bit stronger punch to it. And at first, you notice I had it backwards. Had it backwards. But that's why we think about it, work through it, think on it, drink on it, sip on it, and whatnot. And then you say, oh, you're just bringing up a bunch of foolish stuff in the video. I know that, but that's to delay the inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to stall for time when I do all that because I'm trying to think, like, what is it? So I got it nailed down. This is the old Overholt. Hey, well. So stay tuned for the next taste challenge whenever that comes. Old Overholt versus Sazerac rye. I'm very excited about that, and I'm unanimous in that. Thank you for watching this video production.